On today's show, we're counting down our top 5 favorite bits of technology for 2015.
Robots, droids, drones, we got it all coming up. It's Tomorrow Daily.
Greetings, citizens of the internet. Welcome to Tomorrow Daily, the best geek talk show in the known universe. I'm Ashley Esqueda.
I'm Jeff Kanata, and this is our end of the year week where we're counting down the best of stuff. Today's tech.
True. Today's technology.
Yeah.
This was a very hard fought list because literally, so to explain how it works, each of us, Jeff, myself, and producer Logan, each got 5 votes. A first place through 5th place, and points corresponded to that. So first place got 5 points, and so on and so forth. So each of us literally picked a different thing in every single category. There's so much good technology this year.
it was a varied list, an eclectic list.
Extremely varied. There was only, I think, 1 or 2 things that made multiple people's lists.
Yeah.
So, but we do have a top 5, and we're really excited about it. So let's start out with number 5. It was the year of the drone this year, and the DJI Phantom 3 was one of our favorite things.
I was hoping this was actually DJ Phantom, the
DJ,
scratching.
yeah, okay.
DJ. No, it is the droid. It does feel like 2015 is where drones have finally come into their own.
Yes.
And so we had to pick a drone. I haven't actually played with this myself. I really wanted to.
We've
but I haven't had a chance.
Friend of the show, Michael Hobbs, come on and shoot some drone footage for us, which has been fantastic. He has a Phantom 3, and they are really fantastic. I do love a lot of the features that DJI has sort of added on. They have these really great simulations that you can practice so that you're not flying your $1,000 drone blindly and then crashing it and going, oh, I wish I knew how to fly this thing.
I feel like I would do that.
But now you're going to have to register them. So starting yesterday, the FAA says you got to register your Phantom because it's too heavy. They're a little over the weight.
That's why 2015 is the year of the drone and not 2016.
It's the year of drone registration.
Yeah.
That's the year of 2016. But yeah, so drones were a big part of this year. I mean, in almost every single way. I mean, they made news for good things and bad things.
Yeah.
We saw drones fight fires autonomously. We've seen autonomous drones. We've seen RC drones. We've seen every kind of drone you could possibly imagine.
We saw drones break the law. We saw drones help law enforcement.
It's true.
We've seen
drone
revolution. A revolution in wedding videos, Ashley.
Oh, that's so true. Anti-drone technology. We saw like a couple different kinds of anti-drone technology. It truly was the year of the drone. And for that, the DJI Phantom 3 was number 5 on our list. Number 4, I actually had to remind everybody that it came out this year because I am obsessed with Pepper the robot.
Pepper. Pepper.
Pepper is the robot to own. Look it. Okay,
Is
guys.
it? Is it really?
Yes.
Not on my list, I will say.
I know. That's because most people are not aware of the capabilities of Pepper. Let me explain. It's a companion robot.
It was an iPad stuck to its chest.
Yeah, but that's how it's going to communicate with you through maybe pictures. But it can still talk to you and stuff, and it's really awesome. And in Japan, they want these to be companion robots. Like, these are robots meant to be your friend. They're not meant to be robots that are going to help an elderly person get up and go to the bathroom or make dinner or anything like that. Like, this robot is
they're
designed
useless.
to be a No, I need a robot best friend, Jeff.
You do? Will it at least vacuum my house?
No, you need a robot for that. That's what Roombas are for. That was best of 2005.
I need a robot that does something. Doesn't just carry an iPad around and ask me to like play, threes with it.
Isn't friendship something?
I guess.
Friendship?
I guess if we don't have humans to be friends with, we have to have robot
Pepper
friends.
the robot. Friendship is magic. That's my goal next year, to befriend a robot. To be best friends with a robot. I don't have $9,000 for Pepper, though, so I'm going to have to...
Look at you already have your robot friends.
I got Genghis, but he doesn't say much. He's very quiet. He's the quiet type. Pepper.
I grant you Pepper. You put Pepper very high on your list, which is why I made the list. I predict you'll be very disappointed with Pepper being your friend.
I'm going to get a Pepper. And Pepper and I are going to be pals. We're going to go shopping together. And it's going to be awesome.
You're going to be like, ma'am, do not bring that into the store.
You're going to be like, I'm sorry. No shirt, no shoes, no sentient robots.
Get
it out of here.
Don't bring your vacuum cleaner to the store, ma'am. It doesn't even vacuum the floor.
It doesn't do anything.
And then I will peek around the corner and go, exactly. It doesn't even vacuum the floor.
I wish I could get a Pepper and upload Gladys. Like a Gladys pack to my Pepper and just have her treat me like garbage all the time. Then really, what's the point? But it would be so fun.
Very strange idea of fun, Ashley.
I do.
All right, number 3?
3 is actual fun. Fun that is a little out of our price range, but the Tesla,
aspirational fun.
The Tesla Model X, great piece of technology.
This would be number one on my list of things I covet.
Yes.
This is
most coveted item. Tim Stevens from our new roadshow site got to test drive this thing.
Look at the windshield, how
and
cool
just
that is.
Gun it. Yeah, I mean, this thing is pretty incredible.
So this is called the X because it has those cool X wings that fold up that you can actually stand up.
Shoot the Death Star.
Yeah, and it will still fit into a garage with the doors up. So cool. That extremely large windshield that has no seams.
Like a vertical panorama. Kind of amazing.
I want that.
It's pretty awesome. And the other thing is it got very high crash test ratings, very safe car.
Yep.
Unless you're abusing autopilot, which was another thing that came to the Model X this year.
One man's abuse is another man's using it right.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
A lot of people really enjoyed being able to use autopilot. I know they're putting in some checks and balances so that people aren't going too crazy with it. But
look how cool those doors are.
The doors are amazing. You can
park, stand up and walk into it.
I believe they said, what was it, 3 inches on each side of the car, and you still won't hit anything with the doors. Pretty incredible. They're not gull-wing doors.
The unfortunate part is the cost.
The cost is, woo, it is really up there.
Wildly outside my price range.
I think for the insane mode is at like 130 grand, I want to say. The top end one is like over $120,000, which means I won't, I couldn't even get that if I sold a kidney. Like I couldn't even get I couldn't even do the down payment for that car. I need to gold plate my kidneys.
That's
and then even then I might get half. I might have half of the amount of money I need to buy a Tesla Model X.
We really need the show to take off. So tell your friends about Tomorrow Daily.
Guys, sponsors.
We want Tesla X's.
Sponsors out there. Excuse me, Tesla, are you perhaps interested in sponsoring Tomorrow Daily?
Cut out the middleman and go right to
Just go right to Tesla. Listen, Elon, we know you're a big fan of the show.
That's right.
Just let us borrow a couple. We're not saying we want them forever.
I want them forever.
Jeff is saying he wants them forever. But I'll just borrow it on a long-term loan.
There you go.
As a friend of the show. That's all we're saying.
So number 2 on the list.
Let's talk about number 2. It was something all 3 of us voted for, which was very exciting. I did not bring mine today, and I feel like a fool for not doing so. Sphero's BB-8.
Yeah, a little BB-8. I have one as well. The thing that I like about the BB-8, not only is it an adorable, awesome Star Wars character, but the tech works.
It's really good. It's not bad.
You wouldn't think that, when I first saw the BB-8, I assumed, oh, that's going to be CG. That's not something that could exist in the real world.
And then they rolled it out at Celebration, and everybody's minds exploded.
No, okay, it's one thing to have a working prop from a multi-million-dollar film that they can construct one of a kind.
Right.
But to be able to build it on a small scale and sell it to people for relatively affordable prices.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
That's something to be, that's something that blew me away, I will admit.
It's a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
Yes.
Like when they announced it, I was hoping it'd be a little bigger. I wanted it to be the size of the one that they sell at Target. That's RC. That it has its own little remote control because it's about 10 inches high. This was about half that. But I will say, it's adorable. It works perfectly. Like I love that you can make it say yes and no, and it does all the little great BB-8 gestures and things like that. And they said they're going to be adding more like as the movie releases and stuff. So it's great. Like you said, it's amazing that Sphero was able to translate this into a tiny, affordable toy from a one-of-a-kind.
It's not cheap, but it's affordable.
Relatively affordable. It's not like a few $100s. It's $150.
I mean, it does cut into my Tesla budget, but we're working on that.
In fact, it does.
Let me ask you this question: you're the only one of us between you and I that has pets. Does it terrify your pets?
My pets want to eat BB-8. They don't have any qualms about that. They are sight hounds, and so they're like, it's a small, fast thing, and it's making noise, a squeaky noise, so I need to kill it.
Yeah.
So they go after it and hit it really hard, and they send it flying across the hardwood.
I'm told that people with cats, it's a delightful cat terrorizer.
That does seem like a cat terrorizer or a delightful cat toy, depending on what your cat likes.
Yeah.
But yeah, the dogs do not like it. They're one of them's afraid of it. The other one really wants to play with it and then just ends up knocking it into the walls and stuff. And I'm just like, oh, you're going to break my BB-8. Get out of here.
Yeah.
So I have to tell them, leave it. And then they finally stay away.
But a cool tech gadget for 2015.
Cool. I would say the hottest toy of the year.
Yeah.
Easily.
Number 1 was a surprise to me. I own one.
It was to me too.
I didn't think I wanted it.
And now that you have it.
Now that I have it, I love it.
And so technically this was a soft launch a year ago in November, but it really only came out to the public in June. It's the Amazon Echo.
The Amazon Echo, everybody. It's a voice-controlled cylinder that sits in your house and always listens to you. Did I think I wanted that? No.
That's not creepy at all.
Do I love having it in my house? Yes. Do I ask it to play music and it does? Yes. When I'm cooking and I need a timer, do I just say, hey, Alexa, set the timer for 2 minutes and it does it? Yeah, that's rad.
It's super good. I think the one thing that I found most impressive about Amazon Echo is that you don't have to, so if I use Siri, I have to be like, hey Siri, and then I have to go through this whole thing like where I'm enunciating my words, and sometimes Siri doesn't hear me right. Yeah. It's not great. And like even Google Now and Google Now on tap is, I mean, it's way better than Siri, but it's still like sometimes you have to really enunciate, especially if you're out and about and stuff. But in my house, if you're using an Echo, you can literally speak at it like a normal person.
Like a normal person.
And it knows.
Like
it knows
Star
what
Trek.
You want. You can have a conversation with Alexa, and it's really nice.
I can be in the corner of another room, the room that Alexa's not even in, and I can be like, hey, Alexa, play some music. And it will hear me and understand and do it right.
There's some things it's missing. Some integration that it's missing.
Well, but you know what? If you own an Echo, every week you get an email saying, hey, here's the new stuff we added.
Which is very nice.
Sometimes the stuff is not particularly cool, but other times it is super cool. Like I can get sports updates now, and I can ask it to tell me a joke, which is a not very fun experience. But you know, baby steps. I just like the fact that it's expanding, it's growing, it's becoming new things. I want it to learn.
You need to come up with a database of dad jokes that you can then send to Alexa, and then everyone will get an email that says, Alexa now knows dad jokes provided by Jeff Kanata.
I like it.
That'd be great.
I got to work on that.
I think it's a good partnership. Amazon, if you're interested in sponsoring us. Yes. Yeah, so that was our best technology of 2015. Once again, there were a lot of really good candidates. We had some honorable mentions.
Yes.
That definitely should have made the list, but just, top 5. You can only have 5.
Yeah, my honorable mention, I got hands-on with, or face-on as the case may be, at a event, and that's the Samsung Gear VR. Pretty impressed. I'm excited for the real VR that's coming later, but the fact that you can do that for $99, it's a winner. I'm ready for VR.
It is really impressive. I really did like that Gear VR when we tried it at, I believe we tried it at Oculus Connect. It was really, really nice. And then producer Logan picked Beats One Radio. He was really impressed with Beats One Radio and sort of bringing back this idea of like having DJs with personalities put together playlists and all the shows that they're doing and everything. He really, really enjoyed that. And then for me, I actually picked the newly remodeled Sonos Play 5. Which I'm a huge Sonos fan. I've had their products for ever since before I had the old Play 5s, like the really big, bulky ones. They've made this new Play 5 so much better. I don't have one yet in the house because I'm like, I don't need it. Like,
you're saving up for that Tesla.
Of course, yeah. I have to save up for my Tesla. But yeah, the new Play 5 is, it's just so well designed and it sounds so good. And then they also added in the True Play functionality where you're able to sort of optimize your speakers from different places. Like it knows where you are in the room. It'll optimize the sound and all that stuff. It's really great stuff. So if you're looking for a wireless audio solution like Sonos, it's like my #1 recommendation. But really excited to see a remodel of that because it was really big and clunky speaker. And now it's like so sleek and it looks so much better. And I mean, it's awesome. So those were our honorable mentions.
Yeah.
That's our technology. That's our best tech of 2015.
Good
really,
stuff.
Really good.
Yeah.
You guys feel free to argue with us. I'm sure you brought your list to the show. You were checking it against our stuff. And if you absolutely hate our choices, drop yours down in the comments. You're probably much better than we are at picking your top 5.
Yeah, we didn't pick any cell phones or anything like that. So if you have like favorite tech,
I didn't want to.
I didn't either. I found this other stuff to be much more exciting. So many great
gadgets this year. Yeah, like there was nothing really innovative in the phone space. Like everything was good. Like I'm not saying it was bad. I mean the Edge is really nice. Like that's a great phone. The Galaxy S6 Edge is really nice. The iPad Pro is nice. Like the Apple Pencil is really interesting. So is the Samsung smartwatch. Like all that stuff is great, but we just really felt these 5 were interesting and fun and something that really we kind of haven't quite seen before.
Right.
So I thought it was really, really good list.
Very cool. We'd love to see yours.
Tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us you agree, and then we'll just like give you a little internet hug. It'll be great. You guys can find us all over the internet. We're at Tomorrow Daily on social media. It's all over here. It's right underneath. Feel free to find us online.
And come back tomorrow because we're going to have our top 5 games of the year.
Yes, and as I've touted for the last 2 days now, you guys might hate us. So make sure you stop by and watch.
That's the best kind of tease.
Get your rage ready because I have a feeling there's going to be some fights in the comments for tomorrow's show. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new docket of best of 2015 items. But until then, be good humans. We'll see you guys next time. Bye. Bye.